Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. In this twin flame reading, we'll look at where the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are in their spiritual evolution and on the path towards reunion. In a previous twin flame reading, I spoke about the origin of these mirror souls. That is, how Zeus split them in half and cast them onto the earth as far as possible from each other because he feared their power. Despite their separation, twin flames meet up in every lifetime. And in each lifetime, they evolve spiritually and descend. At a certain point, they become very evolved individual spiritual beings. Their union can be perceived as a threat to those who, like Zeus, fear they could be overpowered. Now, twin flames will experience interference the closer they get to union. The more attacks they will sustain, basically, from other forces to hinder their reunion. It's all in vain. The twin flame bond is unbreakable. The closer the twin flames get to reunion, the more that they can feel each other's energy. Any interference, physical or psychological, that they encounter to keep them apart can never succeed. Once they meet and then go into separation, they know that they must heal themselves and become authentic, void of ego. The more this happens, the faster they reach reunion. And the closer they get to reunion, the stronger their energies bond to each other. In fact, at a certain point, they have the same thoughts. They communicate. Their energies are connected and they are one. They were created as one. They are one for eternity. Overlooking this act of divination is Freya, the goddess, the Norse goddess of love, and Odin's twin flame. Okay, let's see. This time we'll start with the Divine Feminine. I'll start shuffling the cards and seeing what cards come out on her journey. And then we'll take a look at the Masculine and compare. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us where the Divine Feminine is on her journey towards spiritual evolution and obviously towards reunion? Wow, and we're going to... Okay, beautiful. We're starting off with the King of Cups. She's on the right road. Let's just put it this way. Very nice. Okay, I don't want to start interpreting all the cards, but I can't. I can't comment on that one. This is great. Okay, let's see. Let me have these. And just like the other times, I'm going to pull them all out first, and then we'll take a look at the general energy. Okay, let's see. Okay, all of these? Okay, I just heard yes. Okay, and I heard that's it. Okay, so 9 cards, like the last time. No, sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's see. I do not have space. I'll put these away. Okay, we'll take a look at the Masculine. Now we'll get all those cards as well. Okay, let's see. And for the Divine Masculine, the cards. The energy of the Divine Masculine on his spiritual evolution. And the path towards reunion. Okay. Okay, we'll see if there's any more. Oftentimes we get the exact same number of cards. Not always. Okay, there we go. I had said 9. The Masculine got 9. Just wondering, just out of curiosity, if there's any doubles in here. Okay. Okay, and we'll put these away as well, and then we can start. Let's see. As I was saying, the King of Cups. This is really nice. This is the energy on the feminine side. It doesn't matter if the figure is masculine or feminine. The King of Cups means that we have an energy of a very wise person that is balanced. Okay, so the Divine Feminine has been balancing head and heart. Very wise, very diplomatic as well. Okay, a lot of emotions, and they are balancing out. And this is a very, very nice card to start off with. Okay, then we have the Four of Cups, always in the emotion phase. So it doesn't surprise me that the cups always come out for twin flames. There is some sort of she's not happy. Let's just put it this way. Okay, this often comes out in the separation as well. She's not happy because, yeah, there are messages that have been happening, but there's something connected with the communication of the masculine. The masculines, there's something going on, okay? Most likely what I'm feeling is that there's some sort of letdown. Communication is present, because as we were saying in the last one, they were very close. So most likely, for those of you that, of course, are twin flames and you're following this, you've either had already some sort of connection, some sort of communication. You've either met or simply communicated, but there was something that did not go as you had expected. Okay. Now, remember that the reunion is not automatically perfect. There could be moments of touch and go, basically. But what we're picking up here is she's coming into the picture very balanced, but what happened is there's something with the communication. Some of you might not have even received it yet, and that's why you're let down. The others that did receive communication, there was something missing, basically, okay? So perhaps the Divine Feminine had gotten her hopes up for something different, but we'll see, okay? In fact, this Sun card, the happiness card, is upside down, okay? So there's a little bit of pessimism and a touch of having thought that it would have gone in one manner, but it didn't, okay? So most likely they had created some sort of expectation, maybe because of the enthusiasm, which is only normal, because, I mean, twin flames actually desire each other, but there's always some sort of imperfection. It doesn't go completely smooth. And so this happens, right? We're really excited for the meeting, and then all of a sudden, whoops, it didn't go that way. One piece of advice that maybe I can give you for the reunion is not to create expectations, right? Consider that even your twin, in this case, we're doing the feminine, so your twin, the masculine, may have expectations that you don't live up to for some reason. There's separation. You haven't heard from each other. You haven't seen each other. You don't know what's going on. So it's not like the next day after the separation. In a way, it is, because you two are connected and you do not disconnect. The communication, the feelings, the emotions are still one, because you are one being. So you don't stop feeling them. But on a normal 3D level, you haven't seen them. Okay, so it's only normal that when you do see each other, or when you do connect, or when there is communication, it's not going to be the way you expected it. So this could simply be an expectation that you had that didn't live up to it. Okay, and it's only normal. It did bring a little bit of sadness, but not that much, because you're getting very close to it. So you can actually feel that the energy is there, and it's very, very positive. So it's good. Okay. And then we have the Two of Swords coming in, okay? In fact, what happened is something, it's like it was coming, but it sort of stopped. It got stuck along the way, okay? And that's why the happiness didn't come up, because you were expecting it in one manner and then it didn't. And so as a result, what happens? You're kind of stuck in the middle, saying, what's going on, okay? And you're just stuck in the middle. You don't know whether to communicate or not communicate, basically, because if you do have it, you don't want to ruin it. And basically okay, thank you, Spirit. You just don't want to ruin it, and that's it. Okay, and you're giving each other the space that you need. That's what I just heard. Okay, in fact, take a look. The Devil is in the reverse. This is great. Okay. When the Devil card is in reverse, it means that you do have independence. Remember that the idea of the twin flame separation is to grow independently yourself. You have to be free. When you have this in the reverse, it means that you are on the right track. If the devil comes up, it means that there's a dependence. Union will not be successful if you depend on each other. If you are both independent and strong, then the reunion will work. Okay? So in this case, you do have the independence. The female does have it. The divine feminine does have it. The female energy does have it. Very strong, she's free. Okay? And she does have control over herself, which is great. Okay? This is a really, really good card. And then we have the Page of Wands. Okay. The Page of Wands is telling me simply that she is fearless. She's ready for adventure, excitement in general in life. Okay. And this is not simply with the masculine. We're talking about the divine feminine in herself. So she is ready to venture out. She's reclaimed her power that she didn't have, because all twins have at a certain point in their life their power taken away. Okay, so she has reclaimed her power. And then we end up with the Four of Wands, which is really nice, actually. She's ready to celebrate. She's ready for the reunion. Usually the divine feminine was behind. She's ready. Divine feminine has done the work. She's independent. She's strong, and she's ready. There was simply something with the communication that was slightly off, but she's independent. She has no codependency, nothing, and she's ready for union. This is beautiful. Let's take a look at the masculine at this point. Okay, let's see. The masculine starts off with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. There's some sort of unhappiness on his side, some sort of, okay, he's unhappy because of the separation, first of all, okay? But there is some sort of ongoing conflict. And since there's no conflict on this part of the feminine side, the conflict is not with her. So there's a conflict in his life that he has to deal with, and it's causing the unhappiness with the separation, okay? Okay, then we also have the Four of Swords. He's trying to recuperate some sort of energy. He's trying to find peace in some manner. And he's just trying to recuperate all energy. And he has the Knight of Cups on his side. This is good. Okay. He's still an idealist. He still believes in this. He's very charming and also very diplomatic. He knows how to talk. Okay, he knows how to talk the language of love. Let's just put it this way, because he is the Knight of Cups. And he's still believing in this. Even though he has this little bit of conflict, he's still in favor of it. Let's see. Then we have the, okay. We've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of conflict, and it's referring to that conflict of before. Okay. He's still in favor. There's simply some sort of conflict that is ongoing. And that is stressing him out. That's the only thing. What's this? The Eight of Cups. Okay. The Eight of Cups is in reverse. He is stuck in he's stuck in this situation. He cannot get away from it. This situation should have ended, and he's stuck in it, so it's not his fault, basically. He's trying to get over it, but it's not his fault. Okay, there we go. We have Justice in the mix. This is good. Okay, Justice is in the mix. It's simply talking about some sort of karma. There's a cause and effect. There's truth that has to come out still. Once this happens, it will put an end to it. Okay, let's see. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Okay, this is going to come through in any case. Queen of Swords also we have here. Okay. There's the influence, and this is not the divine feminine. I'm feeling an energy of deception. There was something that happened with someone that was very deceiving. Now, this obviously could be the baggage that this twin, the masculine twin, is carrying. What I'm picking up is that he was basically ready. but timing is off, and something is slow in incoming. The justice that has to that comes into the picture and fixes it is slow of coming because there's an interference of someone else. Okay, there we go. I was talking about the interference before. This is the card of interference. The interference this time is on the part of the masculine. Okay, there is someone that is interfering, delaying the reunion, and there we go. 5, 6, 7 of clubs. The masculine is standing up for himself. He's defending himself. Definitely for defending himself. As I had said before when I started the video, the energy, because I can feel the energy when I set up the cards. There is an interference because if this person can block the masculine from reunion with the feminine, okay, they do not unite, and this energy bond is not created. When twin flames unite, their energy becomes very, very powerful. Very powerful. They can manifest anything they want, and it'll happen easily. Okay, and there's someone here, very jealous figure. Okay, very cruel, I have to admit, and very unforgiving, that does not accept it and is continuing to interfere. But the masculine is standing up for himself. He's defending himself because because he wants to, because he has to, and because what he wants is not this interference, this person is interfering. What he wants, as you can see this card, who's looking over there, is the divine feminine. Okay, so let's see the last card. Swords. The 6 of Swords. He's stuck at the moment. And I hope I did not flip this card over as I was talking. But even if I did, it's part of everything. The 6 of Swords is simply being trapped. And that's it. He's defending himself from this interference, and he is momentarily trapped. But notice how this card falls right underneath the Justice card in this order. Okay. The Justice, if we take a look at this and we break it up, looking at the cards, we have the Knight of Cups just over the Justice card, which is over being trapped. The Justice is going to come through. Justice is going to break this trap and will liberate the divine masculine who wants union with the divine feminine. Okay, so there is an interference, as I had mentioned at the very beginning. There is an interference, but it's not going to work because Justice is in here. This is an extremely powerful card because this is a major arcana. And as you can see, this is the only major arcana on the masculine side. Justice is on his side, and it's going to come through. Okay, and he will be liberated. At the moment, he is simply stuck. So an interference is ongoing. It is happening, but it's not going to last, and it's not going to survive. Okay. And I'm glad to see the divine feminine, having done all this work and ready. This is really, really nice. Okay. Unfortunately, there is an interference. The masculine has already done his work. He's done his shadow work, and so has the divine feminine. They're actually both ready for union, and they're extremely close. Unfortunately, like in all stories, right at the end, when they're about to have that happy ending, something happens. There's a twist, and we get the interference from someone who wants to hinder all of this from happening. Okay, but it can't, and we have Justice in here, and they won't be able to. Okay, my twins, this is how you guys are at the moment. I'm sure that you are already communicating. If not in the 3D, you are communicating mentally. You can feel each other. You can feel each other's energy. You know what's going on. So any interference as seen in the 3D will not convince you, okay? Because you know that you can feel each other's energy, and you can feel the love that's in there. So there is no way that this interference will ever work, okay? Your bond is unbreakable. Twins, best of luck. We'll catch up next month, always on the 11th, for an update to see how you guys are going. Until then, keep communicating, keep loving each other, keep healing, and keep going. Thank you for being with me, for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.